Hi, mis amigos. Leticia here, coming to you from Playa del Carmen. I know it's been a while, my friends. I've been having some technical difficulties with my laptop. All is well now. I'm borrowing my assistant's laptop. She's so nice to help me. My friends, it's been a while since I've done one of my weekly webinars, and so let's just start with that. If have you been considering buying something in Playa del Carmen or in the Riviera Maya, and you're thinking, well, but I don't have all the cash. Is there any financing available? And you might have heard me speak about it before. Yes, we do have some financing options. But if you're looking at buying, let's say, a pre-construction type opportunity, you want to I'm just looking at myself. I haven't seen myself live for a while, my friends. That's so funny. Anyway, hi to all of you who may be watching this live, and also hi to those of you who may be watching after the fact. Anyway, as I was beginning to speak, I was saying, have you considered buying something in Playa del Carmen or the Riviera Maya? But you're thinking, well, I do like the pricing there. It's definitely more attractive than where I live, but I don't have all the money up front. Is there any financing available? Or what about these pre-construction opportunities? Is there any opportunity where I could perhaps use financing? And so what I'm here to speak to you about today, my friends, is a project that's actually being built right in my neighborhood, which is Zazil-Ha. It's a very desirable and walkable neighborhood in Playa. So without further ado, I'm just going to bring up the project information, my friends. This is a building called Casa Habanero. It's the fourth development from this developer in Playa del Carmen. And like I said, it's literally being built on my street. Thank you for the likes and thanks for tuning in, everyone. And now this talks a little bit about the Riviera Maya in general. Why Playa del Carmen? Well, according to Wikipedia, some of you may question that, but we also have a lot of statistics from the Mexican government showing that Playa del Carmen is the fastest city in Latin America. We are experiencing double-digit population growth. Whoever you look at, we're talking about 13% per annum. Some places like Wikipedia will say upwards of 20% per annum population growth. That has fueled the growth in the real estate market here, understandably. So again, for those of you who are looking to take advantage of this opportunity and perhaps buy a piece of paradise, a place that you could live at, rent out the rest of the time when you're not in town, I'm going to share with you about, this again talks a little bit more about Playa del Carmen in general as a touristic destination. Again, we are 1 hour south of Cancun International Airport, which is one of the busiest airports in Latin America. It's a major hub. We have direct flights to most North American cities, Canada, the US, direct flights, often cheaper than even flying within your own country, crazily enough. I experienced that myself last year. So, this talks a bit about the touristic attractions in the area, which of course, if you come here to spend any length of time, you have the opportunity to enjoy as well. We have the famous Chichen Itza ruins. They are further inland in the Yucatan Peninsula. About 45 minutes inland from Tulum, we have the ruins of Coba. You may or may not have heard of that. It's definitely another impressive archaeological complex that I had the pleasure to visit. We do have golf courses, and the famous underground water holes called cenotes is a unique phenomenon, unique to the Riviera Maya. So again, talks about Cancun International Port. Most international flights in Latin America, I actually did not know that. The growth in Playa del Carmen, again. And so let's talk about the actual building, my friends. This is a boutique building. We're talking about 21 units. Most lots in Playa del Carmen are not large. So unless you're a very big developer, you're not going to be buying a huge lots, because that would imply that you're buying out some of these old houses, tearing them down, and you'd have to convince 4 different owners to sell you their plots of land. Most lots in Playa are 10 by 22 meters. Therefore, developers are building vertically. Now, we do have building height limitations. Currently, we're only allowed to build up to 6 floors plus the rooftop. On an exception basis, the government is allowing 7-floor buildings. So let's have a look at this one, my friends. So what I find, what I like best about this project, first of all, the developer, again, this is not their first project in Playa. They're a Monterrey-based developer. This is their 4th project in Playa, and I had a chance to meet the developer. Super, super nice. This is, one of the partners, young businessman, very, very mature for his age, I would say. I was really impressed with his presence. How serious they are about the business, him and his business partners. And again, if you are in Playa del Carmen or coming here anytime soon, you have a chance to see one of their, their already completed buildings, their most recent one called Habanero Living. Habanero, and I asked him, why Habanero? Habanero is a very hot pepper, which I don't dare to try. Maybe you have maybe you're stronger than me in that regard. My son is stronger in that regard. Anyway, so they feel like it's a good symbol for, you know, Mexico, spiciness and strength, and it's something very Mexican. So the location, again, we are at the corner of Calle 42 with Avenida 15. So if you know about the famous Fifth Avenue, we are 2 blocks away from Fifth Avenue. And I should say this is the tranquil end of Fifth Avenue. We are a few short blocks from the beach. Now, what I also like, so again, I keep distracting myself again. I'm a little out of practice with my live webinars. Bear with me, and thank you for your patience. What I like about this project best is the financing plan that they offer. So with most pre-construction projects in Playa del Carmen, in the whole Riviera Maya, as a buyer, you are usually expected to come up with a 30% down payment. And then most developers will expect you to make further payments during the construction process. In the case of this project, the developer allows a 30-70 payment plan. So you put down the 30%, and how that usually works is you put down, in this case, they only ask for a $2,500 down deposit. This is refundable in the first 2 weeks. After that, provided that you're happy, you do want to move forward, that's when you're expected to complete up to 30%. And then again, in the case of this project, no further payments would be required until the delivery date, which is expected for December of 2024. And I can tell you, they are actively working. I am a witness to that because I literally live on that street. So they're constantly, every morning I'm there, and every day they're on the site. The construction is already started, and you're welcome to come check out the site. Now, because of this attractive financing plan, this building has sold very well, and so currently they only have a handful of units left. They offer a few different floor plans. It's a combination of studios and junior one-bedroom units. These are meant to either be lived in, so this is one of the floor plans. I'm going to show you, this is obviously the smallest of the studio units, more meant for vacational rentals, but they have some larger floor plans. This one in particular is actually sold out already. But they still have some of these, for example. So this right here is what I would call a junior one-bedroom unit. The separation between the bedroom and the living area is kind of a see-through, but at the same time, not see-through, because it's got an opaque glass sliding door separation. So that gives you, you could have it open to allow more light in. Now, that being said, there is a side window here in the kitchen area, so you do have light coming in from both sides. A different floor plan. I don't even know if they still have any of these. I know they have some of these left. So that's what the building's going to look like from the outside. All the units have balconies and floor to ceiling windows. The location, my friends, I'm a big fan. I live in this neighborhood myself. The walkability is amazing. Again, you're within a few minutes walk from the tranquil and the Fifth Avenue, which people like to use as a jogging exercise trail, walking their dogs. The location bodes well. Is that the word? Bodes well? Yes, I think so. For both short-term and longer-term rentals, so we have increasing numbers of digital nomads coming to this area and staying for anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. And we have people that are relocating to the area, those who have the ability to work online. So what I like about this location is that you really have both strategies available to you, whether you want to use it as a long-term rental, short-term rental, you want to live in the unit yourself. The rooftop, of course, I think you've come to expect it by now. We have like really cool rooftops in all the new buildings being built in Playa, or the majority of the buildings they will have. In this case, we have this wraparound pool right here. We have a jacuzzi. I'm trying to think if there is a little gym. I don't think there has a gym because it's such a boutique building. They didn't have room to put a gym. I'll have to look. Yeah, there is a co-working place. Interestingly enough, so they have this plunge pool, and underneath there, they're going to have a co-working room. Very cool. Now, in terms of the prices, I'm not going to bring up the price list, but suffice it to say that the starting price point is about $173, and that is for the fully furnished studios. You do have the option of buying unfurnished and doing your own furnishing and decorating, which would provide you with a discount. In this case, though, I found the value for the fully furnished package to be good value. And so again, we have a handful of units. The junior one bedrooms, they are around $200K. And again, keep in mind, more renders. Now, realistically, we don't have jungle in this area. I'll be honest with you. This is in reality a cityscape, but I do expect the rooftop to look like this. And again, you have an opportunity to check out their existing building. More renders of what the beautiful rooftop is going to look like. some of the interiors. And again, they do come like this with complete kitchens. What I like about this particular building, they do have an oven. A lot of the units here, they don't seem to think people like to use ovens, so they'll have the stovetop, but not ovens. All the decorations come included. It's really turnkey, a lot of natural accents. What you see is what you get. Nice. I like that. Okay. Yeah, my friends. Well, I've been in such a hurry. I didn't have a chance to even put up my my contact info, but it is in the description of this video, and I can be reached at info@freedomplaya.com. And if you're watching this on Facebook, saludos. Feel free to DM me. And you know, I do have access to many projects here, of course, in Playa, in Tulum, all over the Riviera Maya. So if you have any questions about investing or even buying a retirement property or semi-retirement property here in the beautiful Riviera Maya, feel free to reach out to me. And hasta la próxima. See you next time. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Happy belated Mother's Day to the mommies, okay? Bye. Thanks for tuning in.